Cheapest Neo electric car ever. Neo Firefly. I mean, this could be potentially Neo's first global car. Much more within the budget of people within Europe, where Neo is certainly targeting people. So here are the details on the new Neo Firefly. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm Sam Evans. You're watching the Electric Viking. Great to have you with us. A new regulatory filing has revealed information about the battery, about the new Neo Firefly hatchback EV. Battery size, it's a 42 kilowatt hour battery. CLTC range of 420 kilometers. So WLTP range will be around 300 kilometers. Interesting to see the weight. The actual weight of the entire car is 1,492 kilograms, so about 3,200 pounds. The battery pack weighs 314 kilograms. So you can see the battery packs, they're a significant amount of weight, but it's really not that heavy, I don't think. Now, I believe the battery is a lithium iron phosphate battery, has a relatively low energy density. At the pack level, it's 134 watts per kilogram as per CNEV post. Now, apparently energy consumption is going to be around about 10 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers, which is on the CLTC standard, wildly optimistic. It's very unlikely they're going to get to those numbers. But anyhow, Neo are positioning this car as a premium boutique small car. Price will start at approximately $20,500 US dollars. That's 148,800 RMB. And it's set to be launched in April. Now, this is the first time that Sunwoda has been one of Neo's suppliers. So the battery is coming from Sunwoda. It's a lithium iron phosphate battery made by them. And this vehicle will have around 5 seats. It's a bit smaller than a BYD Dolphin. It's 4 meters long, so 4,003 millimeters, 1,781 millimeters wide, and 1,557 millimeters tall. It's not a big car. Like I said, it means it's about 10% smaller than a BYD Dolphin, but much more expensive. The Dolphin starts at 12,000 US dollars. This starts at 20,000 US dollars. And this is more expensive than even Xpeng's Mona, the M03, which is a much bigger car. Considering the fact it has a pretty small battery, a 42 kilowatt hour battery, around 300 kilometers of range, to me, it seems extremely expensive at 20,000 US dollars. I don't believe it's going to be a success. I think that honestly, this car needs to be at least 25 to 30, 40% cheaper to be able to compete with its rivals. What are your thoughts? Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye. What I love to do on this channel, what I've been doing for many years now, you guys who have been subscribed now for years, you know that this has been a particular passion of mine, to reveal the new EVs in China that you guys in America can't buy. Now, actually, this car can't be bought anywhere outside of China at the moment. I mean, there are plans for it to be sold out of China, but whether or not that even happens, I have no idea. However, this is the new Neo. Well, it's not called a Neo, it's called a Firefly, because Neo, in all their wisdom, decided they needed 3 different brands. Firefly is Neo's new budget EV brand. I've got to say the looks are, for me, particularly polarizing. Guys, I'm curious to know how you feel. Did they, do you think they want this a real winner with the style in this car? Or do you think it looks a bit odd? I think it's a bit odd. Here are the details behind the Neo Firefly affordable budget EV. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm Sam Evans. You're watching the Electric Viking. Great to have you with us. You know what, guys? Happy New Year. This year's going to be amazing. Thank you for supporting us on either Patreon or as a YouTube member. I'll put links to those pages in the description below. The Neo-backed Firefly EV revealed core specs in China. Basically, what has to happen in China is when you go to sell a new car there, you've got to give those details to the government. Then the government actually releases those details to the public domain before that car goes on sale. So you have no choice. In China, if you want to have a secret specs for your car when it's going to be revealed, it's almost impossible to do this because this information becomes public information usually well before the car goes on sale. And in this case, that's happened again. It's 4 meters long, right? So it's about the size of a BYD Dolphin. It's rear-wheel drive, like the MG4. and it has a 105 kilowatt motor, which is 141 horsepower. It also has a swappable battery, so it's capable of doing battery swapping. Now, this is apparently designed for European markets. So, I mean, it's not being sold in Europe yet, but maybe it will be. You never know. It could happen. NIO does sell vehicles in Europe. The Firefly EV was actually revealed at NIO Day 2024. The price, I think it's way too expensive for what it is. In fact, I think it's incredibly expensive. It's $21,000 US, about 149,000 RMB. And honestly, the reason I say it's too expensive because there's really good cars that are as good, I think, as good as this for $12,000. I just did a video on the Aeon, their new hatchback, right? And that honestly is very similar to this car, and it starts at $12,000. So I'm not really sure that this is going to do well at this price. And if you think about it, right, you can get an XPeng Mona, which is a direct rival to a Tesla Model 3 for $16,800. So you're telling me you're going to go pay $4,000 more for this hatchback that has, very low amount of power? I don't really get it. But anyway, here are the details. And let me know if you agree. I mean, let me know if you think that actually, Sam, you're wrong. This is going to do really well. Dimensions, it's exactly 4 meters long. So it's actually about 10% smaller than a BYD Dolphin, the international version, about 10% smaller than the MG4. So 4,003 millimeters, 1,781 millimeters wide, and 1,557 millimeters tall. Wheelbase is 2.6 meters. Overhangs are pretty short, 680 mil and 708 degrees on the back. The car's approach and departure angles are 21 and 26 degrees, but it's not an off-road car, so no one cares about those numbers anyway. So the Firefly EV is actually around 29 centimeters shorter than the global BYD Dolphin, meaning it's a pretty small hatch, actually. I mean, it's not going to have a big boot as a result. There's 3 versions, right? The car's weight is 1,492 kilograms. So that's around 3,750 pounds. The weight's not bad, I think. The weight's pretty reasonable for this kind of vehicle. Certainly not light, but it's not too bad. Now, one of the reasons why it's not super lightweight, considering its size, is because of that swappable battery. So then it's not a structural battery pack. It's not like, it doesn't use gigacastings as far as I know. So it doesn't really have that sort of ability to save weight like Tesla and XPeng and some Xiaomi, other car manufacturers have. It has apparently 5-link independent rear suspension from Multimatic and an IPB system from Bosch. It also has a 50-50 ratio weight distribution between axles. That's very common though for electric cars. It's quite easy. You know how internal combustion cars, sports car manufacturers would rave on Porsche 911, it's got 50-50 weight distribution, amazing technological feat. And I still see this today. And I think, guys, 50% of electric cars on the market have 50-50 weight distribution. That's nothing. I mean, it's really not a big deal anymore.